The 10,000-hour truth. A university professor once asked his class a question. Why do some people become extraordinary at what they do, while others with the same talent remain ordinary? Many students answered, talent, luck, connections. The professor smiled and told them a story about a violin school in Berlin. Years ago, psychologists studied violin students to understand what made the best performers different. They divided the students into 3 groups: world-class performers, good performers, average performers. Surprisingly, when researchers studied their childhood intelligence and talent, they found almost no difference. The students had similar backgrounds, they all loved music, they all started young, but there was one major difference: practice time. By the age of 20, the average students had practiced about 4,000 hours. The good students had practiced around 6,000 hours, but the top performers had practiced over 10,000 hours. The professor looked at the class and said, "This pattern appears everywhere. Great chess players, great athletes, great writers, they weren't necessarily born extraordinary. They simply practiced their craft longer and more deliberately than others." One student raised his hand. "So, are you saying success is just practice?" The professor shook his head. "No, not just practiced," he said. "Focused practice. The kind where you push your limits. The kind where you fail, learn, adjust, and improve." Then he said something the students never forgot. Most people quit right before their efforts begin to compound. Real fact behind the story: the 10,000-hour rule became famous through research by psychologist Anders Ericsson and later popularized by Malcolm Gladwell in the book Outliers. While the exact number isn't magical, the research shows something powerful. Mastery is usually the result of long-term deliberate practice, not sudden talent. The lesson of the story is the biggest difference between ordinary and extraordinary people is often not talent, it's consistency over time. The people who change their lives are usually the ones who keep working when others stop.